It is, it's absolutely crazy. This happens every single set release. Pokemon does a really good job of continuing demand and continuing hype because this literally does happen every single set release. Everybody's getting very hyped, very excited about the release of a new Pokemon card set. And then like a week or two before the set actually drops, Pokemon puts out all these like big spoilers for a future set, an upcoming set. And really, I mean, that's what happened. That is what happened with this last set release. We were really excited about Surging Sparks. There's obviously a lot of demand and a lot of hype, and then all of a sudden, boom goes the dynamite, and it's like, here, have a bunch of Prismatic Evolutions information, and we didn't even talk about it yet. We barely even scratched the surface when it comes to Prismatic Evolutions, because last week was Surging Sparks week. It was all about Surging Sparks. Obviously, that just came out. You can let me know in the comments section down below how polls are going so far. We just released our poll rate video a couple days ago. A day before that, we released our Master Set video where you can enter to win an entire Master Set of Surging Sparks. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel and then go back and watch that video from a few days ago. But we're going to talk in this video about Prismatic Evolutions because there's a lot that we need to talk about involving this, especially making sure that we make the best decisions when it comes to spending our collection budget and making sure we don't FOMO. There is going to be a lot of hype. There is going to be a lot of excitement, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's important to remember this product is going to be released over the span of like 9 months. We have had situations like this before. Shining Fates really comes to mind where there's a lot of hype, a lot of FOMO, and a lot of attention being paid to it. And then Pokemon put out this giant press release saying, hey, we're aware that there's a lot of problems going on right now. We are going to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get product, that has the opportunity to open up booster packs. So if you're somebody who really wants to open up Prismatic Evolutions, don't pay over MSRP. Just don't do it. There will become opportunities, especially with all the sets that are coming out after Prismatic Evolutions, and we'll talk about that in this video. But before we jump into things, Prismatic Evolutions is based off of Terastralfestival, which is the next main series set or the next high class set that is releasing in Japan. It is expected to release on December 6th. Our brand new online store, kurosioshop.com. We do have pre-orders available. We just reloaded this bad boy, $57.99. It's been selling like crazy. This will ship to us on December 6th. So we should have the product by like the 8th, and then we will begin shipping out all the orders to you on like the 9th and the 10th. So if you are still looking to get a pre-order for Terastralfestival, this is where all of those special art rare, special illustration or evolution should be in here. I don't think anything's been officially announced yet when it comes to this set, but they should be in here. Again, this releases on December 6th. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for the pre-order. There's a lot of other stuff on our new Japanese website you can kind of take a look at on your own. There's a lot of really cool plush Japanese blind boxes and other booster boxes from Japan. Just kind of a way to kind of just do more things. We're just trying to do more things, make sure that we can get as much product to the community as we possibly can at competitive pricing. So Terastralfestival, head over to kurosioshop.com. Like I said, I will leave the link in the description below. But we are going to cover Prismatic Evolution, specifically really talking about the way that you can make the most bang out of your buck or get the best bang out of your buck when it comes to spending money on Prismatic Evolution, making sure that you make the best decisions when it comes to your collection budget, because that's really what it's all about. Ultimately, if you want to, like, I want you to stick around in Pokemon for, it's a lot of fun. So I want to make sure you're not overspending, losing money or anything like that. And with all the hype and all the information out there, I was really hoping that I would have allocation information for you so you can know exactly what to expect. And I could compare it to popular sets in the past, like Shining Fates or like Champion's Path, where there was a lot of demand behind it, so we could get a good understanding of how much is being printed right out of the gates. But unfortunately, I don't have that information yet. Hopefully next week, and then I will record a follow-up video kind of going over. But really, I just wanted to go over some of the products here and kind of give you some insight on a good understanding of what this set all entails, making sure that you make the best decision. So with Prismatic Evolution, there's going to be some spoilers at the end of the video. I will make sure to let you know before we get to that slide, so that way if you want to click off, if you don't want to see any of the SIR leaks or the SAR leaks involving the Evolution line, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already, but if you don't want to, I want to give you a warning ahead of time just so I don't spoil anything for you. But this is Prismatic Evolution. This is our next set release, so we have nothing else in 2024. This is it. Surging Sparks was the last set release that we would have, and that was a main series set. The next set release that we have is going to be in January, and it's going to be a half set or a specialty set. And that's really important, worth noting, because that means there is no capstone product involving a booster box. Booster boxes are typically the capstone product of a new release, but those only are included in main series set releases, not half sets. So like you would remember from Shrouded Fable a couple months ago, that was a half set. That was a specialty set. Other specialty sets include sets like Scarlet and Violet 151 and Crown Zenith. Those were specialty sets. They did not have booster boxes. So if you're online looking for booster boxes of Prismatic Evolutions and you see one, don't buy it because more than likely it's a scam because they don't exist. So don't buy a booster box. It would be something that's custom made or fan made or something like that. This is just a half set. The capstone product is basically going to be the Elite Trainer box. There will be premium collections as well, but this comes out officially on January 17th. There's a staggered release schedule, and the most important thing that I can relate this to would be like that of Crown Zenith. I wouldn't even relate it to something like Scarlet and Violet 151 because while that did have a staggered release, it was very, very short-lived. Like, it only lasted a couple months. We had the Ultra Premium collection, we had the Elite Trainer box that came out pretty quickly, and then a couple months later or a month later, you had booster bundles and other products come out. This lasts much, much longer, much like what we saw with Crown Zenith, and even then some. So Crown Zenith came out in January of, I think, 2023 or 2022, and then was releasing for the next 5 or 6 months, all the way up until the premium collections. And then there were a couple exclusive products that they released even after that. This set has scheduled releases all the way up through September. So that's 9 months of releases, which means that there is going to be plenty of opportunity to get new releases. And the FOMO is going to die down. And the reason that I say that is because we do have popular main series sets that's going to attract a lot of attention from people. Now, I know Prismatic Evolutions is still going to be a big thing and people are still going to want to crack it. But in March, we have that Trainer Pokemon set or the Owner Pokemon set, which is supposed to have cards like En's Reshiram or En's Zoroark. And then you're also supposed to have cards like Lily's Clefable. There's going to be a lot of really cool Pokemon. And then arguably we might have that Team Rocket set, the Glory to Team Rocket set that's supposed to come out at the end of May. So there are going to be some really important sets that's going to cause a lot of hype and a lot of FOMO that is going to distract from some attention that's given to Prismatic Evolutions. And that should bring the price point down a little bit because people are going to be focusing on other set releases. So the fact that this is spread out over 9 months gives Pokemon plenty of opportunity to continue printing booster packs and maybe even doing something like exclusive products that they release to GameStop or Sam's Club or Walmart or other big box stores that will even give you more opportunity to open up booster packs. So don't fall into the FOMO of buying right away on release day, January 17th. This set is going to be fairly large. We know it's going to have over 175 cards. This is all information that I've been able to scrounge up from PokeBeach, from PokeGuardian, from Justin Basil. They're all great resources that you can kind of check out on your own if you want additional information. But over 175 cards, and that's not going to include secret rares more than likely. 6 A-Spec cards, 10 Pokemon EX, and 15 Tera Pokemon EX. And then I highlighted this because I think this is a really important key topic that we need to discuss. 32 special illustration rare Pokemon EX and supporter cards. That is by far and away more special illustration rares than we have ever had before. Now, it could be very comparable to what we saw with a set like Crown Zenith, where there's a gallery and they're a little bit easier to pull. But if they're not, we're going to look at numbers in the next slide. That could be very dangerous to trying to complete and open an entire master set on your own. We give away a master set with every single set release, and I'm already nervous about the amount of packs that it's going to require to open up an entire master set of Prismatic Evolution. You get 5 hyper rare gold cards, and then there's also supposed to be illustration rares in the set. They didn't have any set number of illustration rares that are supposed to be included. I'm hoping some of those 32 special illustration rare cards are included in that illustration. I'm just hoping it's a typo because that's a lot. That's insane. If it's 1 out of 65 packs, we'll talk about it in a second. 2 sets of reverse holo cards. This is the first time that Pokemon is going to introduce a Master Ball reverse holo pattern into the English set. So we did this before with Pokemon 151. The Japanese set was the first time where we had Master Ball promos, and then it carried over to Korean sets and other languages. But this is the first time it has actually come to the English language. So this is 2 different variants of reverse holos, which makes the master set even more difficult to obtain because you're going to have a normal pattern with the Pokeball in the background, and then you're going to have an additional Master Ball pattern. So if you're somebody who's a master set chaser and you pull just a standard common or uncommon Eevee to go with it to fill out the master set, you're going to want the reverse holo Pokeball and the reverse holo Master Ball. That's 3 different cards for each one, which means the master set is going to be absolutely gigantic when all is said and done. How does this break down? Well, if we go off of current pull rates, this is where we run into a problem. So current pull rates based off of Surging Sparks data that we just released a couple days ago, it's going to take you about 65 packs to pull a singular special illustration rare. So if you're chasing a special illustration rare and it doesn't matter which one, right now you're looking at about 65 packs in order to pull one. That changed when Temporal Forces came out. Used to be a lot easier to pull special illustration rares. Then Temporal Forces came out and they started changing things up where it takes you basically 2 booster boxes in order to open 1 special illustration rare. That's a problem if we have a set size that is going to include 32 special illustration rares. That is daunting. And that means that if you pull perfectly, and let's say you pull a different special illustration rare every single 65 packs, it's going to take you a minimum of 2,080 packs to master this set based off of those numbers, based off of special illustration rares. And again, that's if you pull perfectly. Obviously, we've had issues in the past with batching. We've had issues in the past with variants. The fact that there's 32 different ones means you're probably going to pull duplicates, triplicates, even quadruplicates before you pull a singular version of one of the special illustration rares. So it's going to take you a lot more than 2,080 packs if you want to master the set just by opening booster packs. Based off of current pull rate data on Master Balls, now we don't have a good example for this because we only have the Japanese equivalent of Pokemon 151, which is one Master Ball reverse holo per box. So you get 20 packs in a booster box of Pokemon 151. You get 1 Master Ball. If we take 144 potential reverse holo cards, so you take that 175 number, you take off the 10 Pokemon EX, the 15 Terra Pokemon EX, and then the 32 or the other ones as well. Like you take off the A-Spec cards, which would be in the normal numbering category. We wouldn't count special illustration rares because those would be after that 175 number, because those are going to be outside. Those secret rares are more than that 175 set number. You're looking at a minimum of 2,880 packs to pull a complete set of Master Ball promos. And again, or Master Ball cards. And again, that's if you pull perfectly, which is not going to happen. You're going to pull duplicates, triplicates, quadruplicates of a lot of different ones prior to pulling maybe a singular EV Master Ball. So it is going to take a daunting amount, again, over 2,880 packs just to pull if you pull perfectly. But when you factor in if there is such a thing as batching, or for sure there is a thing as variance, it's going to be dangerous. And again, that's assuming 144. We're just making assumptions based off of this. So you take that 175 number of total cards, not including secret rares, because the special illustration rares fall in that secret rare category, and you subtract off the normal EXs, which would fall within line of the normal set numbers, and the A-Specs, which would also fall in line with the normal set numbers, and you've got 144 potential cards that would have a normal variant, a reverse holo Pokeball variant, and a reverse holo Master Ball variant. 2,880 packs is absolutely nuts. That's crazy. We're going to go through all the different products that we know of real quickly, so that way you can make the best decision and break it down really by your price per pack, because the ultimate goal is going to be to pay the least amount per pack as you possibly can. That's what's going to keep you in the hobby longer. That's what's going to make it feel a lot better when you're opening up Pokemon cards, because you should never open up Pokemon cards expecting to obtain the value back that you spent on those Pokemon cards. You're always going to lose money. That's just part of the deal, because it's supposed to be fun. It's entertainment. You know, opening up Pokemon cards is supposed to be a fun thing. Your price per pack is really, you want to keep that as low as you possibly can. So we're going to start off by looking at the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. I'm sure this will get restocked at some point. Right now it's sold out. Pokemon Center did have these available. Started out as you could order 4. They limited it to 4, and then very quickly they changed that limit down to 2, and then eventually it sold out pretty much in the same day, and then now you're waiting for a restock basically. So you have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. The price MSRP on that is $59.99. This is one of the products that releases on January 17th. You get 11 booster packs, you get 2 promo cards, so you've got the normal Eevee card in there, and then you also have the Pokemon Center stamped Eevee card in there, and then you get the rest of the stuff that you normally get in an Elite Trainer box: the card sleeves, the dice, the code, the energy brick, all those good stuff. Breaks down to a price per pack of about $5.45, which isn't terrible considering the fact you get those Eevee cards with it. Then we've got the normal ETB. So this is stuff you're going to be buying from an LGS, from a retail store, from a big box store, stuff that you wouldn't be able to buy necessarily from the Pokemon Center because they sell only exclusive items when it comes to the Elite Trainer box. This is going to retail the same price as any half set ETB, $49.99. Again, this releases on January 17th. Comes with 9 booster packs, and the big difference otherwise is that you only get 1 promo card. You just get the unstamped variant of that Eevee card. Everything else is included in the Elite Trainer box. It does have a little bit higher price point per pack than the Pokemon Center exclusive one, you're looking about $5.55 as opposed to that $5.45. Then we have the binder collection. This is the second time Pokemon has released a binder collection. They did this with Pokemon 151 or Scarlet and Violet 151. This one is a little bit cooler because it does have a specific Pokemon attached to that binder, being that Terra Eevee that you see right there. So you get 5 booster packs in it. You get the Eevee binder. This also releases on January 17th. So January 17th is going to be very busy with releases. There's another one that comes out as well the same day. So $29.99 is the MSRP, expected MSRP on this. That breaks down to about $6 per pack. You do get that binder as well if you want to add value to that, but we're only looking at booster pack value right now. Breaks it down to about $6 per pack, assuming it's that $29.99 price point. Then on the 17th, you also have the poster collection. Again, they did this with Scarlet and Violet 151 as well. So you're going to get 3 booster packs, but you're also going to get promo cards attached with this as well. So you get the Jolteon, the Vaporeon, and the Flareon. If you remember with Scarlet and Violet 151, you got the starters. You got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. You also get a 2-sided poster included in this. This is going to be $14.99. Has a release date of January 17th, and this breaks it down to about $5 per booster pack. So this is going to give you the most bang for your buck out of all those products that are releasing on January 17th. Then we've got the tech sticker collection. This is the other one that you kind of want to focus on if you're looking just for the best price per pack category. This also releases on January 17th, and there's 3 different variants to this one. So there's 3 different tech sticker collection boxes, bundles, whatever you want to call them, hangers. There's a Glaceon one, which is the one that we're looking at right now. Then you also have a Sylveon one and a Leafeon one. You get 3 booster packs in here, as well as the tech sticker. Again, this releases on January 17th. It sells for $14.99, which breaks down to about $5 per booster pack. Very strong price point on that as well. And then we move all the way into February. February 7th is going to be the next round of the releases, and that's going to be the mini tins. So we have mini tins pretty much on every single set release. That's a specialty set. We saw this with Scarlet and Violet 151. We saw it with Crown Zenith. We've seen it with a lot of different specialty sets. These are going to be $10.99, which basically breaks down to about $5.50 per booster pack. Not a whole lot in these. You get 2 booster packs, and then you also get an art card, which is matching the tin. So you can see the different evolution variants that we have on this. There's 8 different styles, all the Eevees excluding the actual Eevee itself, and then you get a coin card or a coin included in each tin, which is going to have the actual Eevee artwork on it. So those come out on February 7th. Also releasing on February 7th is kind of a different product that we haven't had before, and that's the surprise box. This is going to retail for $22.99. Breaks down to about $5.75 per pack. You do get an ultra rare included in every single surprise box, but the ultra rare is going to be a surprise. So again, if you're a master set collector and you take master sets to a whole new level, you're going to want to find multiples of the contents of this product, because you are going to get an etched promo in every single surprise box that's going to either feature Eevee or a different evolution. And you only get 1 included in the box. So that's where your other cost comes in. That's why you have a little bit higher of a price per pack. You do get 4 booster packs, and they're kind of selling it as a cool storage box with 4 different dividers. And they're much like, I'm assuming, what we see with the trainer toolkits that have come out over the past few years. So the surprise box, it's going to have 9 different variants in there with every single evolution, and then the Eevee itself, which is going to be a little different than the ones that you see in the actual main set of Prismatic Evolutions. Then we have this new product that just kind of got announced. It's going to come out on Pokemon Day, which is not February 7th. I don't know why I put that in there. I think it's later in February, but this is just a 2-pack blister. It's going to release on Pokemon Day. It's got a really cool stamp on this Eevee card. The promo card that's attached in there is going to be a holographic Eevee featuring the Pokemon Day stamp, and then an Eevee coin as well, and 2 booster packs of Prismatic Evolution. This is going to retail for $9.99, so it breaks down to a really nice price point, much like what we saw with the tech sticker collections and the poster collection box. You're looking about $5 for your price per pack on this one, which is very strong. And then on March 7th, so this is the product that's really going to hit the market well, and hopefully really start slowing things down as far as that pack price. It's going to slow things down as far as the FOMO goes, especially with it releasing in March, because then you are going to have that additional main series set that releases at the end of March that a lot of people are going to focus on. So I'm hoping this will shake up the market a decent amount. This is just your booster bundle, your basic booster bundle, which comes out with every single set release. It doesn't have anything in it outside of booster packs. This is just kind of a cheaper version of getting a little bit more booster packs than you're just buying a sleeve booster or something like that. And there are no sleeve boosters for this set anyways. This is a booster bundle. It comes out on March 7th. It's going to retail for $26.94. All that you get inside is $6 or 6 booster packs. So there's no accessories, no ancillary products or anything like that. This breaks down to $4.49 per pack. So this is going to give you the most bang for your buck. This is the product that you want to focus on because this is basically your cheapest price per pack that you're going to get with Prismatic Evolution. And again, that comes out on March 7th. Then we've got this new accessory pouch. This is going to come out at the end of April 25th. We don't know a price on this yet. I'm just kind of guessing based off of what we saw with the binder collection and just based off what we've seen with some of the gimmicks before. I'm assuming it's going to sell for about $30 because you do get 5 booster packs, but then you get this also this like cloth Eevee pouch, which you can use for your deck box or dice or things like that, coins. This is going to come out on April 25th. My best guess, and again, the MSRP on this one right now is unknown. My best guess is $30, which is going to break down to about $6 per booster pack. And then we do have a couple of additional products that have already been announced. So this is from Pokebeach right here, a Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collection, which will release on May 16th, and then a Prismatic Evolutions Premium Figure Collection, which will release on September 26th. The product contents have not been revealed yet. Again, I don't think that this is going to be it. I do believe that they're going to do exclusive products. Maybe they'll do, I think they're just going to kind of wait and see what the FOMO, what the hype, what the demand looks like on these products. And then they'll probably continue pushing things out, much like they did with Crown Zenith. And that's why it's so important not to FOMO, not to pay over MSRP, and make sure you make the best decision when it comes to spending your collection dollars. There's a lot of really cool Pokemon products coming out over the next year. Obviously, you don't want to break the bank on one set. Don't pay attention to all the noise. Make the best decision for yourself. But there will be plenty of this available. It may not be go to Walmart and find a bunch lying on the shelves. You may have to look online a little bit, or you may have to look around at other retail stores, but it will be out there. With that being said, we are going to look at some of the SIRs that have been released. So if now is the time that you want to stop watching the video because you don't want anything spoiled, I would definitely recommend doing that. But Pokemon did announce, or at least we got an announcement from Pokebeach, that they are going to print all the Evolutions in a special art rare form, which is the SAR that we would see in Terrestrial Festival, or a special illustration rare form, which is what we will see in Prismatic Evolution, and that's this right here. There's not really good images out there right now. There's some that are better than others, but I just wanted to showcase these first, and then we'll look at a little bit better images of the SIRs. So these are all the Terra Pokemon that you're going to see in the set. You can see there is an Eevee, and then there's one for every other Evolutions. These will have the rainbow border attached to them, which is really cool. I think people are kind of enjoying the Terra Pokemon a little bit more with those rainbow borders than they were in the past. So I think it's a good thing that Pokemon kind of changed things up. And then every single Evolution is going to have its own special illustration rare, and so will Eevee. So if we look right here, here's a little bit clearer of images when it comes to the SIRs. You can let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Obviously, there's a lot of hype already around that Umbreon EX over there. I think the Sylveon and the Espeon look really, really cool, but for the most part, I think they all look really neat. They all look really, really cool. I'm just worried about how many packs it's going to take to open up all the special illustration rares because there are so many in the set, and I want to make sure, I do believe Pokemon's going to do the right thing and that there's going to be a lot of product out there for people to get their hands on to open. I just want to make sure it's readily available for everybody. That's kind of my ultimate hope, my ultimate goal. But I know the FOMO and the hype is nuts right now. So that's why it's really important to just plan out, budget out, make the best decisions for you. If you miss out a little bit at the beginning, don't worry because it is going to last 9 months. And that's really important to remember. There's a lot that's coming out on January 17th. Maybe pre-order a little bit at MSRP, but don't go nuts. I will obviously keep you guys posted as soon as I have allocation numbers, anything like that. Whenever we post up pre-orders, we're not going to put anything over MSRP or anything like that. So just make sure you buy from a store you trust. Make sure you buy from a source you trust. And if not, then, just wait. Just be patient. Hopefully there'll be enough of this out there that everybody can enjoy Prismatic Evolution. So that's all I got. I hope to give you more information as it continues to roll out. But thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to me talk. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. If you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. It goes a really long way for the algorithm. But most importantly, thanks for everything. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon. Till next time. Peace.